What is up, bros? Me, Josh here, and in today's video, I'm bringing you a replay we had from the other day's stream when we played the mighty Yamato, and it was pretty freaking awesome. Now, I think in high tiers, I think the big battleships have been getting kind of picked on. A lot of they're not as strong as they used to be because of fire. A lot of this and that. They're just not what they used to be, and I think that's definitely true. Fire is pretty punishing now, but battleships are still good. They're still pretty insane, and this game is just proof of that. And if you want to do damage, guys, if you want to do damage with the Yamato, shoot on reload. Do not hold shots, just shoot. This guy's at like 24 kilometers, and I'm still putting in shots. I think there's another Tirpitz that's going to be near him in a little bit. Just keep shooting in the Yamato, keep shooting in the Montana. These big battleships, you can't be sitting and waiting for the perfect shot. It's not always going to be there, but especially the Yamato, especially the Yamato, shoot on reload, guys. You need to keep pumping out damage, and it's 1480 damage, but you're going to almost get full pens on basically everything. It's Yamato, so it's got pretty troll armor, but keep shooting whenever you can, as long as something's of course within range. So this game, I was in a division with a Minotaur and a Gearing, and we started rolling A and B side, as you can see right now. We're playing against a bunch of destroyers, so kind of a downside. 5 destroyers on their side, 4 on ours. Not too many cruisers, but lots of battleships. They have 2 Yamatos. We have a Kurfürst and a Yamato. So put some more shots on that. So not really able to kind of take out the cruisers and whatnot like I should, and you have to play super passive when there's this many destroyers, because torpedoes will just take you out of the game. So just like that, just keep shooting 20 kilometers, guys, and we dunked that Tirpitz for about 17,000 damage. So if you just keep shooting in the Yamato, you will do damage. Trust me, you will do damage. So we pushed up, and I found this kind of interesting, and this game kind of turned into a rank game pretty quick. And if you guys have never played rank games, it's a lot of smoke, low visibility, and not much going on for a long time. Then all of a sudden things are spotted. It's focus fire, focus fire, focus fire. That happened a lot this game because there were so many DDs and so much smoke. So kind of a downside that I wasn't able to kind of delete like cruisers. I wasn't able to kind of do that, so it was kind of a 1v1 battleships galore. And this game basically showed that the Yamato is still king of all battleships. This thing absolutely dunks on battleships at its tier, even the Kurfürst, and definitely other Yamatos, so as long as you know where to aim. So pretty kind of slow start. We noticed that nothing was on our side, so it's when there's nothing on one cap, you can't stall. Quote unquote lemming train. You can't lemming train. You got to keep moving, because especially as a top tier battleship. So as soon as we noticed that there wasn't anybody here, it was time to keep moving and go on to B cap. But I had to be semi careful because they still had 5 DDs and we just lost one. So we lost a Benson to a Tashkent, which kind of sucks. Pretty bad trade, but basically right here I didn't really have too many things to shoot at with good angles, and I kind of went against what I just said, but you still need to keep shooting. So we just killed the Benson, so we're even up under the DDs. Actually, they have one more than us, but Yamato started to give us a good side, so I decided to wrap up around this island and use this island right here as cover. So I knew that the majority of the destroyers were in this area, so that I could then kind of post up on this island and cover the majority of my left side, so I don't have to worry about that. So my plan was to sit right against this island right here and just keep pumping out damage. So we haven't been getting major hits, but we've already pumped out 33,000 damage in just a matter of like 4 salvos, 4 or 5 salvos. So the Yamato is, it rewards you for continuously shooting. So even stuff at 22 kilometers, stuff at 23 kilometers, just keep shooting. If you get a hit, you're going to do damage. So that's the key to the Yamato, guys. Trust me. Just keep shooting. Just keep swimming. Just keep shooting. So we lost 2 of our DDs pretty quick, but I wasn't too worried. But this is kind of when this game turns into a bit of a stalemate. The Minotaur in my division, he smokes up. And see, we got 1 hit, but it's an extra 4K. So you do that 20 times, 25 times, you're going to have almost 100k game. So just keep pumping stuff out, and whenever you can, put shots on DDs too. Trust me, battleships, if you put shots on DDs, you'll do fine. But this is when the lack of vision really started to affect this game, just like that. Their whole team is invisible right now. So they had a lack of vision. I wasn't even detected, and I run the stealth build, so that Gearing just killed the other Gearing on their side, so that was kind of nice. We evened it up there. And right now, it's just, as you can even see a guy in our chat saying too much smoke, and it is so true. And it's kind of scary because they have two Yamatos, so if I get caught, you know, I can't give up too much of a broadside, even though I can't see anything. So this is the point where I was a bit farther back than I wanted to, so I decided to move up and protect my left side and at least, you know, not take any torps from that side. You know, if even if a DD kind of pushes up around, he's gonna have to go all the way around, and I'll most likely be able to detect him. But I did model things. I kept a decent angle. I think this Tirpitz gives me a decent little hit right here. There's somebody does at some point, but I'm a Yamato front on, pretty solid. But I am keeping a bit of an aggressive line where I can get my back turret around. So I'm getting all my turrets. That was the decent shot right there. About 9k on me, but the Iowa got so lucky on that salvo too, by the way. I'm surprised I didn't get a couple citadels, but his friend right next to him will end up paying for it. So I'm keeping a pretty aggressive line right now. One, because there's nothing on my left because of that massive island, as you can see right here. The two battleships are going all the way around, so they don't have an island, so nothing's going to hit me from this angle. As you can see, I'm right here. Nothing's going to hit me broadside, so I can be a bit more aggressive towards these guys. And they aren't even focusing me, so that's kind of nice. But in front of me is two Yamatos and an Iowa, so three pretty big guns. And as you can see in chat, I asked for a smoke. And we're kind of losing this fight right now. We just lost another battleship. I'm getting unlucky. I've pumped out 47k already, which is all right, but it's not enough for a big gun, and especially because we're kind of losing this, being down 3 ships to 2 for them. So Bismarck still, I mean, I'm still pretty solid from that side, so I just need to start pumping out damage. This cruiser walked into the wrong part of town when a Yamato had its shot ready, and he's going to end up paying for it. So this is going to tie us up. Don't sail broadside to Yamato. There's a nice parting gift. Thanks for playing. So I'm still worried. They have a Gearing. The Benson's on our right. I believe the Tashcan's about to be on our right. So I'm starting to get surrounded, and I just don't know where these DDs are. So Waldo, the Gearing on our team, was very, very generous to give us a smoke, so I decided to go into the safety of the smoke. And this Bismarck was broadsiding our entire team, so he's a must-die, and he gets focus fired basically instantly. I put shots in him, put like 15k into him total. The Kerfers put shots into him. He's taking massive damage, so Bismarck went from full to dead in just a matter of seconds. So that was really, really good focus fire on us. We took out the flank, and we jump into a lead of 4 ships to 3. So the Tirpitz, I think he was kind of just enjoying his premium ship. He kind of just kept going forward, as a lot of Tirpitz do, right in the middle of the game, and right in the middle of the map, and he just kind of gets dunked on. So I was a little worried because he was getting within 6 kilometers, but I don't think he really knew what was going on. I mean, he's super broadside. As you can see, I think I bumped back. Yeah, I start going back full because he was within that 6 kilometers. I just don't want to take an extra shitty Tirpitz torp. So there's the Gearing too. That's what we're worried about. But now we finally had Yamatos. Now watch where I'm shooting, guys. This is where I'm shooting, and I will switch over to the audio clip of what happens. Oh, that frontal citadel, get fucked, dude. Oh my god! The frontal quad sit! What the fuck? So that is what can happen. Frontal, quote-unquote, frontal citadels. If you guys noticed, I shot right in front of the front guns. Because if you're from this angle, they're going to continue into that citadel. So I dunked like 70k off that guy, 60k off that guy in a matter of 4 citadels, multiple pens, and he went from full life to that in just a matter of seconds, and there's another 8k. I ended up doing 92,000 damage to that Yamato alone. 92,000 damage to that Yamato alone. So pretty freaking crazy. This is when I got kind of confused. I wasn't really watching my map, which is what I always tell people to do, but there was a destroyer behind me, which ended up scaring the shit out of me. So I was kind of freaking out. The Benson ended up rotating around and finally rotating around and starting to cap that cap. So one, I knew where the Gearing was, and he was getting shot at. He's right in front of me. The Benson was behind me, and the Tashcan was way south, so he's not too much to worry about. So this is the time I figured to push. I figured if any time I wanted to get with at least 9.2 kilometers away from those guys, from the Benson at least, and I wanted to start pushing into these battleships because I had the health advantage on them, especially the one that I freaking destroyed. Their teams are starting to kind of fall apart. The one Yamato right there, he's pretty low. I think I put a decent little hit right here, and I think we finish him off. Probably a bit too forward on that shot, but it still did a decent amount of damage. I think it did like 8k, 9k, something like that. There's high caliber. Yeah, it did a decent amount of damage right there. I think maybe about 10k. Their Hindenburg basically started to do the I'm going to save my repair, although it doesn't quite work like that anymore. But he basically started to take off and just bail. As you can see, he's already rounding that island. And that's kind of how the game ended, with me just chasing him. But this Yamato's going down. He's just getting picked on by everybody now. Focus fire. And this Io is super low too. I think I pumped a little bit more, 7k into him. He's down to 3,300, so he's just going to get Minotaur down. And the Io is burning, so this is a really good time. I know I have the Yamato onto my left. The Hindenburg is running away. The Tashkent's way south. The Benson's behind me, so this is really, really a good time. I feel pretty confident charging into a Yamato with 2 gains in front of me. So this is a pretty awesome situation for me. And I just want to get my front guns now, guys. Remember, if you are in a Yamato, you can't shoot both your front turrets forward, directly forward. And it kind of gets some evidence right here of what I exactly am talking about. As you can see, I'm perfectly front, and I only shot 1 turret. So actually, as you can see, I'm trying to turn to my right really quick because that Gearing is going to take all my extra damage of those freaking torps. But now I got my front turret around. We're going to grab another 25k just before he goes down. And that is basically the end of the game. 920 points to like 300. The Benson's behind us. He doesn't end up getting caught. The Tashkent's way south. I don't think he ends up getting caught either. And 232,327 damage. That was the Yamato game, guys. If you're a Yamato, keep shooting. Keep freaking shooting. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. If you keep shooting with the Yamato, you're going to do lots of damage. One, as any ship, people ask me, hey, how do you play this ship? One, first of all, map awareness. Know what is your counter. For me, it's destroyers, so keep islands onto one side. Don't stay in one spot too long. Luckily, I had some good support, so I was able to kind of sit in the smoke and kind of hang out a little bit longer. But just keep shooting. Battleships at high tiers, they do get picked on by fire, but you really get picked on by fire if you're in a bad situation. If you're sitting right in the open and they're getting just wrecked, that's going to really affect you. So one, use environment, know what's around you, map awareness. That's all you got to do, and you'll have really successful games, guys. This was pretty awesome. It was a really quick game, and the Hindenburg just kind of runs away. So I'll end the video right here, guys, but hope you guys enjoyed it. 232,000 in the Yamato, the destroyer of battleships. This thing is still god tier. The Yamato, just keep shooting, guys. It equals damage. I've been me, Josh, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.